those are meet records in this race. Kylie Kennedy, Howie Howell, Ebert Poe, Ibera, Leon Grabo, and Osborne. St. Paul through La Crosse lanes 1 through 8. The freshman is Tori Poe and Abby Osborne from La Crosse in lane 8. And now to a great start, Onega's Michaela Howell. She is in lane 4, and she's trying to hold off Emily Ebert. And to the finish, look at lane 6, pushing toward the finish. Looks like it might have been the winner, Rayleigh Ibera out of Hutchinson at Central Christian, who started in the 6th lane. But it looked like, at least to me, Rod, that she got to Emily Ebert at least at the finish. But we'll take a look at these 100-meter races. You really got to wait till the results. But look at the push in the last 40 meters from Rayleigh Ibera.
Yeah, look out at lane 6. Nice arm swing, head nice and still. That's what you want. Very smooth. And just powers past at the finish line.
Yeah, they're taking their time putting the results on the scoreboard. So this may, of course, obviously lane 6, great angle for us. We get to the advanced time, but that's the all-time record. We look forward to seeing if somebody can get close to that. But for this particular race, Rod, I like Brownlee and O'Quinn. That's going to be a pretty good duel.
Yeah, identical, 12.76 times here. We'll see what happens here. And then the second heat, they're going to have some good challenge there as well, depending on if everything falls into place for the finals.
So here you go, lining up, getting set to go, and there's the gun, and off to a good start. Good start from, looks like Jamie O'Quinn. Here comes Brownlee. O'Quinn on the outside 3rd lane, and then in the middle. It's Brooke Brownlee, and Brownlee is going to win this heat, and it looks like Leighton Greason from Sublette is going to end up 2nd. Brownlee and Greason unofficially. It looked like Brooke Brownlee really took over this race really from the beginning, but mostly at the
people into the finals, push as many people into the finals as possible so you can get those points.
Brooke Brownlee from Maranatha is in, and see if her teammate Phoebe Hines can join her here. Good start from lane 3. Brittany Wesley gets out to an early lead. Lane 5 belongs to Madison Scott of Republic County, but lane 3 pushing ahead. That continues to be Brittany Wesley, and Wesley trying to hold off a challenge from lane 7. Is going to hit the tape first. It looks like Brittany Wesley of Decatur Community held off Phoebe Hines of Maranatha. At least that's that as well.
And we've seen some of this, we've seen a lot of this weekend. We've seen a lot of underclassmen that have had some really, really good results, and it bodes well for track in the future here in Kansas because there's some pretty good numbers being put up by a lot of younger students.
And we'll say again that a lot of these, in fact, most of these track and field athletes are multiple sports stars, stars of their volleyball teams, basketball teams, and some of them do 2 sports in the spring. Good start, lane 4. Jessica Heidel from Belle Plaine, the senior, who extends her lead to 3 strides, is going to hit the tape with a first in the prelim. In fact, it looked like Slayton Brown of Norton Community in lane 7 out of Erie, and Zoe Shoup out of Minneapolis. She's also a freshman. She is in lane 8. So a pretty good field here for the second heat of the Class 3A event. Best time turned in again by Shea Ware around a 12.47. Almost 0.5 of a second better than the next closest time, and she's in lane 4. Look at the great start. Big strides. Shea Ware leads. Battle is for 2nd. Lane 3 and lane 5 looks like Jasmine Hurla. And then lane 8 on the outside, but Shea Ware beats everyone that's this bunch, but this is a really good group because they're so close together. There's not many at all. So good start here. Look in the middle for Gracie Carr of Independence. And Carr gets out right on her shoulder. Baldwin's Pauline Sauter. Carr and Sauter. But look at last outside Emma Ruddle. Ruddle in lane 7 may have beaten Samantha Van Hoek of Paola. This was close. We're actually going to need that finish line cam for this one. This is going to be a hard one to tell, but a bunched up group. In fact, all the competitors here are looking at the scoreboard. They too are interested.
Oh, I think Ruddle got her.
I think Ruddle did get her. Let's take a look at the finish here. At the finish line, Rod, take us through this. What are you seeing here?
Oh, Ruddle with a nice lean right at the finish line.
I was going to call up her time here, and then my computer failed me immediately. But her time's very close to what the meet record is here. In fact, probably a little bit better. I'll see if I can find that time. But this is the second heat of Class 4A. Elisa Hennis from Paola is in lane 1. Moran, Hillibert, Little, Venzi, Smith, Frederick, and Kunkel. Ninty Little from Chapman is the junior, and she is in lane 4, and she's pulling away. She's going to win it. Look at lane 7 on the outside. That was Kenda Frederick from Chanute. So it looks like, at least unofficially, Chapman's Ninty Little will win. Now they get the girls in the blocks here. Starters, by the way, Don Weens, Mark Eisen, Brad Clark, Curtis Conrad. Those Stars for all the events will rotate from one to the other. Keep your eye on lane 4, Savannah Simmons, in a duel against Mays, Taytana Hopkins, and LaCora Bryant in lane 5. This ought to be a pretty good show here. But Newton Savannah Simmons, she is a junior, made a name for herself really a year ago, and she is in lane 4. Doesn't get off to the best start, and actually the best start goes from LaCora Bryant, but Savannah Simmons quickly makes room and then strides out, trying to hold off Kansas City Sumner's Demetri Carter, and it's going to be indeed Savannah Simmons gets the win. Looks like Kansas City Sumner's Demetri Carter or Andover's Amari. There was a thought that Erica Lister might be a scratch. So all of a sudden, what a duel we've got here. We got Lister, we've got Andrus Anderson, not to mention the Turner sisters out of Pittsburgh.
So watch lanes 3 and 4, the 2 girls in the black plus the 2 girls in the blue on the inside.
And a stand-up start from Dacia Turner, Callie Anderson, Erica Lister, lane 4 and 5. It looks like Anderson and Jennifer Andrus and Callie Anderson, lane 4 and 5.
And watch the 2 Junction City girls. I know in lane 6 and 7 haven't the times do not look real impressive coming in here as far as their seat times, but watch them in the outside lanes. They've had a pretty good weekend so far, and certainly they are looking for more of that.
Inside the middle, Destiny Reyes in lane 4 gets off to a pretty good start, as does lane 5. Grace Williams out of Olathe South, and then immediately at about the 40-meter mark, Destiny Ray catches her, and Ray trying to sprint toward the finish. Lane 5 right on his shoulder. Lane 8 in Blair Sebastian making a move, but it looks like, at least to me, it looked like Destiny Ray ends up winning the first heat in the prelims. Grace Williams of Olathe South was right on her right shoulder. And lane 7 is pretty close. Looks like Amaya Booker from Junction City might have gotten a nod in there today.
Did not get to see a lot of the smaller schools, and that's a shame. I should have come up here a little earlier and watched, because there were some great performances, especially in some of the distance races. You look at Kyler True, especially, and some of those. But we're going to get to see him again here later today.
So here it is, second heat and the final heat as far as the girls are concerned, class 1 through 6A. And lane 4 gets off to a nice start. Jada Davis. Davis extends the lead of 50 meters, now gets her lead up to about 4 to 5 meters over Delaney Schaefer. And what a strong performance by Jada Davis out of Blue Valley West. She will win. She is qualified for the finals, and who will join her? Boy, what a strong. M. Troppin out of Waverly Burlingame back in 1995. So 10.8 is the meet record. The best time turned in by this group is the 11.2 turned in by Cole Strickler. He's got some good wheels out of Scandia Pike Valley. Take a look at him. He is in lane 4. There's your start. And in fact, Cole Strickler gets off to a nice start. Riley Welchell's right to his right. But this race belongs to Cole Strickler. Strickler in the lane 8. Blake Bard of Osage Bison. And lane 1 comes Colin Kisner out of Victoria. Both made a surge toward Cole. The prelims here, the Kansas High School Track and Field Championships, as they reset the blocks for the second heat here. And again, Colin Kisner and Blake Barr are in as far as the finals are concerned. And the boys' 100-meter finals are after the girls. That's scheduled at 1:05 in the afternoon. So about 3 or 4 hours in between finals.
Lane Peters in lane 4. Within 0.8 of a second of the state record. He's gone 10.88 this year.
Look at him. Lane Peters in lane 4 blows away the field. He'll win first, followed by here, if I'm not mistaken, possibly claim a team title. A Class 2A boys defending champion is Olpe. But Plainville had a long little run from 2013 and 2012. Plainville claimed state championships, and then Berean Academy won it in 2014. Smith Center in 2015, and Olpe a year ago, basically on the strength of Kyle True's running. And we'll see what Plainville can do here. I can tell you in this race, nice start from Hayden Friend. He's in lane 4. Lane 3, that's Nathan Miller out of Pleasanton, and it's going to be Hayden Friend. Friend is going to win it, holding off a challenge. I thought it was that seems. I thought it was a little closer than that, but that's quite a while. So here we go, second heat here. It is Fisher, Reason, Webb, Kopp, Allen, Barron, Swanzik, and Beauty. Nice start from Samuel Kopp out of Plainville. But then lane 3, that's Michael Webb out of Maranatha. And out of Maranatha, Michael Webb's going to win it. Samuel Kopp qualifying second. He was real close. Nice start. We started our telecast yesterday at 7:45. It was 63 degrees, and by mid-afternoon it was about 86. That's a pretty good climb, and the kids are starting to show a little fatigue.
Well, it does, and it starts wearing on you a little bit mentally. You're not sleeping in your own bed. You're not at home. You've been away. it's a big meet, needless to say.
Seth Carrender for Cherryville trying to hold off Cade McMillan here. Cade McMillan's in lane 5, but Cheney's Jason Hubner out of lane 6, and then lane 1, Russell's Tanner Brown. Good finish. Brown, Hubner, McMillan, Wyatt Hyman out of Silver Lake Liners that they talked about to watch for. He's in lane 1. It looks like there's a scratch. Nate Pauley in lane 2 is not there, so he's a scratch. Nice start from Caden Pauley, but it looks like Jacob Kelzer out of Nemaha Central in lane 4, and Kelzer is going to edge Caden Davis.
And that was Parker Roth from Heston coming up the outside.
It was real close to 10,000, real close. Seemed like it's hard to estimate that. Maybe that may be a little bit generous, but we'll see how it goes. Noah Myers, Bryson Cobbins, Rigney Schaefer, Johnson, Phillips, Hawkins, and Shippers out of 4A Class 100 meters. And in lane 2, look at Bryson Cobbins out of Bishop Miege. It looks like he's going to hold off Quinn Rigney from Lewisburg. Bryson Cobbins is only a freshman meter relay. I have to think about that a little bit, but one team came from behind to score. So here's Carroll, Owen, Richter, Price, Tolbert, Marshall, Johnson, and Kaufman. Watch Taylor Richter out of lane 3 out of Andale. Mulvane's Jaden Price is in lane 4. And it looks like Price and Tolbert, Lamarca Tolbert out of Atchison. I think that's how it's going to go. Lanes 4, lane 5, Jaden Price out of Mulvane. And then Atchison's 1100 is. Those are always the funnest, or among the most fun races of the day.
Yeah, I think McCaffrey's kind of the dog horse right here, sitting in lane 3 in the all blue. I shouldn't say all blue, in lane 3 because everybody's wearing blue in the middle.
But just to get off to a good start, Parker McCafferty, and then out lane 5, that is Leavenworth's Clifford Robinson. Robinson trying to hold off a challenge from Ethan Rodriguez, and it looks like it's going to be Clifford Robinson. Robinson came back. Second heat of 2, boys 100-meter prelims. Our first events on this championship Saturday. The top 2 will go to the finals, along with Valley Center's Kean Saunders and Clifford Robinson, as Corey Martinez, Ontario Russell, and Caden Rensburg settle in. This time looks like Rensburg got the good start. How about lane 5? Anthony Gould from Leavenworth, the sophomore. He is in lane 5. And in lane 4 is Rensburg out of Newton. And it looks like it's going to be Anthony Gould out of Leavenworth. Leavenworth is going to defeat Newton's Caden Rensburg. And because they're both sophomores, they're going to become real good friends over the years. A great duel is in the making between the Blue Valley products. And then Ollie McGee out of Wichita Southeast, kind of an up-and-coming star. And I love Topeka High's Jamon Berry. His time probably a little bit deceiving. He might be a sub-11. Good start, Blake Nilsson. Blue Valley Northwest, lane 4. Blue Valley Northwest, John Michael Herman. But lane 3, this is Jamon Berry from Topeka High School. And Jamon Berry's going to win it. Berry, I thought keep an eye on Berry, though his time wasn't for him for a lot of reasons. And Philip Landrum here, who's just a junior, settles into lane 7. Let's listen for the gun as they settle for the second heat of the boys 100-meter run. And there's your gun. Great start from lane 7. In fact, Philip Landrum takes the lead, and then Deron Dudley to his right, and it's going to be Landrum. Landrum's going to win it in lane 7.